What is happening, gamers? I'm just gonna get straight to it this time. So, yeah, I just have to wait for it to open up. It'll take a second. What's up? Might improvise a little bit at some point. We'll see. I guess I could just play what I wrote yesterday. Hopefully it doesn't sound super shit when I play it in FL Studio. No Twitch? Is Twitch not working? Should be working. Just double check. No, it's working. Here's what I got so far. Okay. It's interesting, and like I guess it lagged or something. I bet I could like just get rid of a couple. Premiere a piece with UOP. Oh, just like also hi Riley. Just like something for the wind band or something. I'm trying. It's very hard to get Win to do stuff, but I'm trying. Let's. Yeah, because what happened was basically because of COVID, they're rushing to get performance opportunities for like the seniors because they didn't last year, obviously. So basically, like I've applied to like commissioned contests and stuff, and they're just doing the seniors right now because they need them for their graduation applications for grad school. I mean, I'm gonna get rid of some of this percussion. It's a bit much because it's also crashing my CPU. But yeah, I'm doing a reading with a concert band at some point. Oh shit, speaking of which, I should probably be doing that today, huh? Not this piece because I need to have parts ready by tomorrow. I forgot about that. Scales that give a dramatic feel. I think chords might be a better way of looking at it. There's like epic movie progressions that a lot of people use, like in minor 1, 6, major 3, major 7, or just replacing any of those with like chords that use like leading tones or something like that. Yeah, so I guess I could. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy both of these scores and, well, okay, I'm going to first go through the scores and make them a little bit simpler because they're sight reading this. And they need to, I think it needs to be a bit easier, specifically on, well, I'll just go through it. I might as well use the better sounds while I'm here. But basically, most of this should be okay. I just need to make a couple things just a little bit easier. More sight readable. Well, you could start with scales if you're newer, I guess. Chords are built on, or like diatonic chord harmony is built on that, so I guess just watch like YouTube videos and stuff. There's loads of like cinematic video stuff. All this is pretty simple. I'm just gonna go through it slowly. Because you could make like anything sound dramatic, any scale sound dramatic, I mean, if you wanted to. All this is pretty doable. I don't think I'm going to change any of this. Now this is where it starts getting a little bit funky. Honestly, I don't think any of this is like super crazy that I can think of. I just need to make, well, one I made to make it a little bit simpler so that they can sight read it better, because I'm going through it and there's a couple parts that I think I need that might sound funky. Like specifically the 7/4 bit might throw people off, but I don't know. I get like, hopefully they'll get like a half an hour or so with them. But the main thing that I'm doing today is making parts for this piece, which will probably take a while. I'll just ignore that piano playing C natural randomly. Honestly, I think this is all pretty doable. It's like chromatic. This part might be a weird transition for the clarinets. Honestly, I don't think it should be that bad though. I don't know, the clarinets in Sui this year are pretty cracked. So this is a melody I'm a little worried about. But honestly, like, if the trumpet messes this up during the sight reading, that's fine, because like 4 other instruments are doing that. I was told by Viet Quang that there's too many instruments playing the melody here, but I don't know if I agree with him. This is for, yeah, a pretty good college group. He probably knows better than me, though. Maybe I'll just take the bassoons off. Because this bassoon part isn't even the melody. It's just the melody's rhythm on D. Might just take this bassoon off in particular. Maybe I'll just put him like here. I mean, yes and no, because if the melody's too powerful, then it's just too powerful. I gotta change it. But I don't know if it will be or not. He just thinks it will be. It's like, what do we got? We got clarinets playing this dovetailed scalar shit. And piccolo's playing it, doubled by bassoon, oboe, and then trumpet and alto sax. And that is quite a lot, isn't it? Forgot alto's doing it too. Yeah. I'll just take the second bassoon off, I guess, because that was kind of weird anyways, because it's pretty low. Yeah, for sure. Also, hi, Kalu. That should be okay. Honestly, this should all be fine. This should be okay. There's just, I think the main, I'll have to make some of this stuff a lot easier. This was the piece I originally intended to write for a commission for like them to work on more than once, but I didn't get that, so I'm gonna have to make it sight readable. Then all of this should be fine. This is like pretty easy, because it's like the same like notes and it's super scalar. Don't know about this. It does cross the break, doesn't it? But like, it's also scalar, so I think it should be okay. And if he struggles on this, he's covered by all these, which is fine, I think. This part is one of the parts that I think would be weird. Sight read. Since you're using an ostinato, it's pretty hard to drown it out. Oh, you think so? Yeah, he's pretty experienced with that stuff. Where is it? So shit, where was that melody? Here. It was like a masterclass though, and he was just giving feedback, you know, kind of thing. And then we got these lows playing the forte. Yeah. I think the melody I think that'll be okay balance wise. I'm not too worried anymore. This part's gonna be weird. Oh, and that like doubles. I didn't even realize that's kind of awkward, isn't it? I might just change this entirely. This is actually a piece I've already uploaded, Potato. I think it's the most recent video on my channel right now. Okay, you can find it right here. But I'm just like making some edits for this reading I'm doing in a little bit. Oh, I presented this piece last week. Okay, this part's super easy. That should be okay. But this part, what is this like? Go. It's just like this part that's kind of weird. I need like a stick or something to hold on to, you know, like to like finger through, whatever. Yeah, it's a really good concert band though. So it's like, you know, I'm gonna change it probably. Yeah, let's just get rid of all this. Might as well. And this as well. Honestly, I could achieve a very similar effect by just going. Oh, I don't know how would I notate that. I don't know. E sharp. What would that be? And that was maybe F double sharp. Let's just like. Let's just make this A flat. Might as well. Well. Yeah. that be here. Ah. What's this? That's sorry about that. That sounds just really not great. Play this. This will be easier, yeah. Yeah, those fingerings are pretty nice. Mm. Mm-hmm. Like that. How's this? I think this is just nicer with G flat because if I did F sharp here, then I would be going back and forth, and that's like a huge bad. Or I could do the other option, which a lot of people would do, is E sharp into F sharp. Honestly, I might do that actually. I think I personally would rather see this if I was playing, though, which is why I've been doing this. And then for clarinet, I definitely do this because if I do it the other way, it's a double sharp, and that's stupid. It just sucks that I'm doing an A flat when there's a G sharp in the key signature, which isn't great. I might just change the key signature, honestly, just because it's like not really applicable anymore. I could just do like atonal. Yeah, I mean that and like just like how much space it would take up. But just the main thing being I can't do it like this because that'll take up a shit ton of space and it'll like stretch out the notes hella, you know, kind of thing. Oh shit. There it goes. That's the main thing. And just whatever easiest to read. Whatever is easiest to read for me. Technically, when you're like learning theory and stuff, I don't know how much you know about theory. Were you the guy that was talking about chords or something that you're learning? But technically in theory, like people like that are pretentious will say like actually let me go to an atonal. So there's no key signature here. If you have a B flat minor chord, or let's say B flat diminished 7, or just B flat diminished, honestly. It's B flat diminished. If you know B flat, oh wait, hold up. Oh gosh. Hold up, one sec. Okay. So if you know like your scale, your C major scale, that's the C major chord is your one chord. And then if you lower the third, it's C minor. If you lower the fifth, it's C diminished. You do the same thing with B flat major, B flat major, B flat minor by lowering the third, B flat diminished by lowering the fifth. But this isn't just like E natural because technically it's F flat because it's a lowered fifth to make a B diminished chord. And so technically, like that would be an F flat, but most performers would just rather say that's an E natural because like it doesn't affect them whether they know it's an F flat or not technically. And even if they did like care about that, I don't think it really makes that as big of a difference in terms of readability. And then it gets even more weird if you like make it be fully diminished 7 chord because like that's a B flat major 7 chord, right? You lower the third or lower the 7th, that's B dominant 7. Lower the third is B minor 7. Lower the fifth, that's B half diminished 7. And then lower the 7th again, that's technically B fully diminished 7. And that chord, the 7 is like a whole step below where it originally was on your B flat major 7 chord, which is where you would technically use a B double flat. Sorry if that's a bit confusing. So it's good that I switched scenes there because I forgot that my head was in the wrong spot because I have my head on a different spot when I'm in FL Studio. Honestly, this might not be bad, really. So I got chat on the left and my head on the right. Normally I have my head on the right and my chat underneath. Whatever, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, sorry, it doesn't really matter. Basically, this is like what the stacking of a 7th chord should look like. And there's a 7th chord essentially that looks like this because you need to get these specific notes, and those are all technically thirds still. Even though this one, or they're all technically minor thirds. And this is technically the same thing and uses less weird stuff. And same with this. But these aren't thirds anymore. Like this is a second, you know, and this is not in the same spot that it used to be. But yeah, just like diminished intervals and harmonic voicings being the same. I'd recommend just like there's this guy named Adam or Michael New. He talks a lot about beginning music theory, and he's basically what I used for my fundamentals when I was starting out with this stuff. I think he has a playlist. Music theory fundamentals.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a really, really good music theory fundamentals playlist.
Music theory lesson on this is diminished.
Yeah, so he talks about it, and I think he probably explains it better than I do. Yo, what's up? Honestly, I could really just like I could just like grab these notes, make them small, and say rhythms don't matter. Super. What's a better way of saying rhythms aren't super important? Just flurry around these notes. Box notation would be like the most technical way of doing it, but people don't like box. I know specifically the one of the flute players that I'm writing for doesn't like box notation and just like more contemporary ways of writing. But let's see. Oh yeah, just concert pitch in general. Basically, and you're not bothering me. It's fine. Alto sax for because actually, let's start with trumpet. So the trumpet, it's like a tube, right? And you know what a trumpet looks like. When you don't push down any of these valves, oh shoot. When you don't push down any of the valves on this trumpet, it produces a what you hear as a B flat, and that's cool. But to it reads in the key of B flat, and it's a B flat instrument. And what it might mean by that reads in the key of B flat is like a trumpet player will, when they look at what they call the note C, like here or here, when they look at this low C and they play it, they'll play it with an like just open, like this trumpet, like just straight up open with no valves pressed down. But it'll come out as what you hear as B flat. So basically, the trumpet's thinking a step up, I guess. Like they read this B natural here that I wrote, and when it comes out as an A natural, if that makes sense. Which is why they're reading in the key of G technically, because there's one sharp. And these guys are reading in the key of F, because they're concert pitch instruments. When they play an F, it comes out as an F. And there's one flat, so it's F. You could say the same thing about altos. It's like, well, it's not the same key. Altos are one step further removed. Oh, what do you play? Altos are in the key of E flat, so when they play a G, that comes out as a B flat. So what they read is a minor third lower than what they sound. I started taking piano lessons in kindergarten, but started writing music in like 6th grade, and I'm in 2nd year of college now. Are you talking about the half diminished scale? C, D, E flat, F, G flat, A flat, A, C flat. Yeah, I'm better at the there's only 2 of these. One of them is this one, and the other one is what you wrote. But yeah, it's cool because it's just all of these fully diminished chords. So technically it could like go anywhere, because fully diminished chords can resolve in a lot of places. Like this chord could resolve, or it can resolve, or it can resolve, or it can resolve. Because it's symmetrical. Oh yeah, piano's concert pitch, obviously. The only ones that don't read in concert pitch are like wind instruments that it benefits them in one way or another. For example, saxophones, they read in different keys so that they can like pick up a different saxophone and play the same notes, like play the same fingerings, you know? So like alto sax is in E flat, tenor sax is in B flat, baritone sax is in E flat, just because an alto sax can pick up a tenor saxophone, play the same fingerings, and read the same music and get the right results. Same with clarinet. It reads in B flat. I think clarinet. I don't know entirely why clarinet isn't in C actually. To be honest. Yeah, I don't know. There's E flat clarinet above them too, so I think it's mostly a range thing. No, the half diminished scale is. That's not the half diminished scale. Half diminished scale alternates between wholes and halves. I thought. Pretty sure, right? Or am I wrong? Oh. Wait, what's the half diminished scale for? Is that just like. Ah. I guess that's just like a scale that finds the notes on the average from a half diminished. I don't really know. I don't know much about the half diminished scale. Yeah, it's so short. It doesn't do anything. But anyways, yeah, I guess I was thinking. I didn't know that. Like I've been thinking about the diminished scale as the half diminished scale this whole time. Whoops. I'm just gonna say this until I think of a better way to describe this. I've been trying to identify keys and melodies in songs I play, and I got good enough to replicate the melody, but what I don't understand is how to construct the chords from them. Yeah, I think, well, then I think you're in a place where you should really, like, watch that Adam New guy that I sent you the video of, because I think he helps with that. Yeah, sounds like a music theory thing, or like an ear training thing, I guess, mostly. Like ear training, I guess. Yeah, mostly ear training. I'd say just like dissect songs on the piano with that you like know and like to play, I guess, and figure out what they're doing diatonically and harmonically, and like try to find similarities between different songs that you play. That's what I did. Hey, Quabsy. I'm YouTube this time instead of Twitch. I finally have that flute piece done. Live performance on the 22nd. Cool. That's good to hear. I just need to write parts for this. Haven't come back. I just like came back to this today to. It's so loud. I'm sorry about that. Came back to this today because I need parts tomorrow to send out to the people. That shouldn't be too hard. I don't know. It's just like all these things are like doable when you just look at them by themselves, but then like back to back to back, it's like dun 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 dun. I could just like, what if I did this? Like this? I might achieve a similar effect. And then like, what? Oh. Okay. Let's see how this sounds. I think this will be fine. Honestly, yeah, I just use 7 templates mostly as like a way to like just do a flurry scale from B flat to B flat. That should be doable. I'm a little worried about this staggered stuff. That's something that like they would need to work on. I don't know. I like it though. I think it'll be fine. Yeah, that should be fine. And then how's this? Oboe's a pretty piercing instrument in terms of texture and orchestration, so I think it might be able to like solo this on top of all this brass and percussion. But what if I also did this? I think that'll just make me feel a little bit more easy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.